So I've always loved to watch Empties videos for other people because I find that, you know, when you first get a product, obviously your first review, you're going to be excited about it, so you're going to kind of give it a good first impression. When you've done an Empties video, you've clearly used up the entire product, you know your full opinion on it, and most of the time you're going to have liked the thing if you used it completely, but sometimes you just don't want to be wasteful, so you use up the whole product. But nevertheless, you really have a true unbiased opinion of the product. That's why I really love to watch Empties videos and why I wanted to film one for you guys. So the first one that I have is quite random. I just finished off a nail polish remover, and this is actually my all-time favorite nail polish. Why is it focusing on the lights and not this? Hopefully you guys can see that. It's called the Expert Touch Lacquer Remover Dissolvent for Nail Lacquer. So it's OPI, and this is the best nail polish remover that I have found. I have tried just the regular ones from the drugstore. I don't know if it's just me. I have such a hard time getting nail polish off my nails, but this comes off with cotton balls in like 1 or 2 swipes. Really great stuff. I keep repurchasing it because it's just really great. I actually managed to get my hands on the big bottle, so I just refill the small ones, but I'm actually out of the big one now, and I just have a little, like half of a bottle like this left, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick some more up when I'm in the States. I have seen it in Canada in like Winners and stuff like that occasionally. It is a little bit harder to get here, but if you are on the lookout for it, you definitely can find it. So now on to hair care. I finished up 2 shampoos, and they are both purple shampoos. So the first one is the John Frieda Sheer Blonde Color Renew Tone Correcting Shampoo that looks like this. The reason why I use a purple shampoo, it's not as like pronounced now, but when it is the summer and the sun is constantly on my hair, I do have a lot of blonde that comes out in my hair, and if I don't use a purple shampoo, I do tend to find that it kind of turns a little bit yellow. So I try and like counter-correct that with using purple shampoos. So I'm actually not using a purple shampoo right now because my hair is kind of fine in the winter time. It's only more in the summer that I have to focus on that. So the other purple shampoo that I finished up was the Blonde by Paul Mitchell, and it's called Platinum Blonde Shampoo, brightens blonde, gray, or white hair. The bottle's kind of really squeezed out, as you can tell, but it looks like this. I actually really liked this one. This one was a little bit darker purple than the other one, which I did feel like helped a little bit more, but this one is also a lot more expensive because it is a high-end shampoo versus the other one. So if you were hesitating between the two, I would say that the John Frieda is just fine. I've known that, like, if you have actual blonde hair, you might notice a huge difference, but for me, the fact that it was just like pieces of my hair that goes a little bit more blonde in the summer, it wasn't worth spending this much money on this one. I did enjoy it, and I did get it on sale, so I'm fine with it, but I would definitely just repurchase the John Frieda one if I had to choose between the two. The next product that I've used up, I've actually used up 2 of these, but I think I accidentally threw out the other one. This is the Batiste Dry Shampoo Big and Bouncy XX Volume, and yeah, it's in French. Anyways, this is what it looks like. I used up this one, and then I used up a bottle of the original. This is, my hair when it's curly, it doesn't really get that oily, it goes more dry, but when it is straight, it does get oily, and this is just great in general for adding volume to your hair. I love this stuff. It does give you the impression of having clean hair, so it's definitely great if that's what you're looking for, but just in general, it gives you great volume and texture and grip to your hair. So if ever, I don't have that dark hair, so I can make this work into my hair just fine, but if you do have darker hair, it's not that difficult to work into your hair because I'm not a blonde either. But it definitely, it takes just a little bit of work, but you can definitely camouflage it. Just don't spray directly onto your roots. Put it under some pieces of hair so that you have something to cover if it does give you kind of a white ashy texture. But it's not really a problem, and this is a really great product, and it's drugstore. It's quite inexpensive. I got mine at Winners for $7.99, so it's well worth it. It's the best one I've tried from the drugstore. I haven't tried any high-end, but definitely the best from the drugstore. So if you're looking for a dry shampoo, this is the one you should try. Next up, my hair is very dry, so I use up hair masks like so often. And so the first hair mask that I used up is the Garnier Fructis Damage Eraser. This is only a few dollars at the drugstore, and honestly, this stuff is really amazing. If you're looking, because hair masks can be quite expensive, and I'm a big believer in the macadamia pure oil deep repair hair mask. That stuff is absolutely incredible, but it comes with a big price tag. I justify it because my hair really loves and needs that stuff. It's also very tangly, and that really helps. So I do buy it, but it is quite expensive. This is a really great alternative to that. They're actually very similar in texture and in thickness and consistency. This is nearly as good as the macadamia. My hair, like I said, gets used to things really quickly, so basically I like to alternate between the two, but this is a really good alternative if you don't deep condition your hair that often. Definitely try this out because it's really great, only a few dollars, and well worth it. They have a whole line actually, but I haven't tried anything else, like the shampoo or the split end thing. I haven't tried any of those, but I'm sure they're also really great if they're anything like this product. So the other hair mask that I used up is the one I was just talking about, the Macadamia Natural Oil Hair Mask, the big tub. I actually threw this out. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't put it in my empties bag. So this is actually a brand new one. But the advantage of that is I can show you, I actually used it once in the shower yesterday or the day before, but I can show you like the texture of this so you can see how you can kind of see how like thick and creamy it is. Another big bonus, this stuff smells amazing. Like I have never smelled something so good. If you have trouble with dry damaged hair, definitely pick this up. You can start off, they have a smaller jar. You can start with, hold on, let me just close this. You can start with the smaller jar if you want to just get a feel for how it works with your hair, but I promise you 99% of the chance you will not be disappointed and you're going to go back and get the big size. I have gone through probably 4 of these and a small one or 2 small ones, and I will continue to go back to it. It's just that great. So now moving on to like skincare type things, I have 2 makeup removers that I finished off. The first one is the Garnier Skin Natural Fresh with Detoxifying Grape Extract Eye Makeup Remover. It looks like this in this little green bottle. I honestly have really loved this stuff. It's similar and comparable to Bioderma in the sense that it is not oily. It's not oily at all, but it still is very gentle. It does not sting or burn your eyes, and I would know because I have like super sensitive eyes. They get irritated so easily. It's good for sensitive eyes. And it just leaves your skin feeling really fresh. It's not very sticky. I would definitely repurchase this. Similar to Bioderma, like I said, a great drugstore alternative. Especially if you can't find this next one that I'm about to show you, which is the L'Oreal Paris Gentle Micellar Solution, like this. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this before. This is the most comparable thing to Bioderma, but apparently this can be hard to get your hands on in the US. If you can't find this, try this one. They are very similar. Garnier has some great products. L'Oreal has some great products. 2 of my like favorite drugstore brands. Give them both a go. You might prefer one to the other, but they're so similar and really great inexpensive dupes for Bioderma if you can't get your hands on that, or if you just find it too expensive. So next up is more of a skincare item. I believe I have mentioned this before on my channel because I love these things. They are the Biore Free Your Pores Deep Cleansing Pore Strips, and there's 14. This is the combo pack. It has some for all over your face and some for your nose. Really great stuff. It deep cleans your pores. It helps get rid of any texture that you have. This has been my best friend, matched with my Clarisonic, in helping my skin just have a smoother texture. So definitely, if you have any trouble with blackheads or anything like that, try these out. They really make a big difference, and they help just smooth out your skin. I use them, I would say, once a week, and I haven't found any alternative that compares to these. These are the best ones. They're still drugstore, but they're not cheap. I think they're about $14, but worth every penny because I only use 1 strip of each a week, so this basically lasts me for 7 weeks. Next up, I have 2 fresh face masks from Lush. I have the Catastrophe Cosmetics and the names are in French and there's no English translation, So I'm gonna have to put an annotation here because I don't want to like butcher the English name, because if I do a direct translation it probably won't be that. Anyways, I honestly used these up so long ago that I don't remember which one I preferred, but honestly just in general the Lush Fresh face masks are really great because they're all natural ingredients, really good for your skin. I would definitely recommend trying them out. My favorite ones that I've ever tried is the lettuce one's pretty good, but I love the blueberry one. That's my favorite one. If you want to try one out from Lush, I would recommend trying that one out, but they have a ton of different ones depending on what your skin type is, so you can just walk into Lush and they'll be more than happy to help you out. And the great thing about this is if you accumulate 5 Lush containers, you can go back and get a free face mask, so that's really awesome. So I'm not going to be throwing these out, and you shouldn't either, because it's worth going back and getting a free face mask. A trick with these is you do have to put them in the fridge because they have an expiration date. But one thing that I have noticed is that I can put these in the freezer for a few months. They will stay, it will prolong the expiration date a long time. So you can keep these a few months rather than a few weeks, and I promise you they are still good. Basically what I do is I just take them out an hour, half hour before I want to use them, and then when you put them on your skin they're really cold and it actually feels super nice on the skin. So a really good little trick if you want to buy these but you don't use your face masks often enough to justify half of it going to waste, you can definitely freeze them, and it really helps prolong the longevity of your face mask. So next up I have makeup products for you guys. So I finished my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I finished 2 or 3 of these recently. I go through them pretty quickly. Really great drugstore powder. You should definitely check it out. Keeps you matte but without being too like one-dimensional. Pretty finely milled for drugstore. Only like $5-6, really well worth it. If you need a new powder, I would recommend checking it out. Next up, I finished 3 L'Oreal True Matches, and they're all in Soft Ivory N1. I don't need to say much about these. They are my all-time favorite foundation. You guys know this. I have said it. Really great. They're drugstore. They're not super expensive. It's kind of like, it's not a completely matte finish, but it's not dewy. It's kind of in between. You can build it to full coverage, but it doesn't have to be super heavy coverage either. Amazing drugstore foundation. Next up, I finished the Revlon Color Stay in color 200 Nude. I know a lot of people love this foundation. It is a really good foundation, but to me, compared to the L'Oreal one, it just doesn't compare. I prefer the L'Oreal one any day, but a lot of people like this one, especially I've heard the combination oily formula, so if you want to give it a try and you have that type of skin, you might really like this. I also finished up a Maybelline Fit Me Stick foundation. This is like the end, there's nothing left in here. I really enjoyed this for just either touch-ups or a very light coverage over the summer. This is a really easy thing to throw on. You just do a few swipes, blend it in. It's kind of similar to a BB cream. It has like that anti-shine like strip in it, so you don't even need to set it with a powder. This is really good, like one-step fix-all kind of product. I would definitely recommend trying it out. I will be repurchasing it, but not yet. I'm going to wait till the summer because like I said, I tend to wear heavier foundation in the winter, and this is a great summer foundation. Then I finished up the Maybelline Dream Lumi like concealer pen. It's really great for highlighting, but there's also the Age Rewind one that's equally as great, and I'm working on that one now. So when I finish that, I might go back to this because I really did enjoy it, especially for highlighting, but I haven't repurchased it yet, but I definitely will in the future. Great like highlighting foundation. If you want to do that highlighting routine from the drugstore, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. Then I have the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ash Blonde. I have finished 1 or 2 of these. It's my all-time favorite brow pencil. I will never use anything else. It's natural enough, but you can also make it a little bit heavier if you want. It has a great spoolie, a ton of different colors to choose from. If you want to up your brow game, check this out. And then finally, I have 3 mascaras. I have the Clump Crusher from CoverGirl, the Clump Crusher Extensions from CoverGirl, the L'Oreal Butterfly Mascara. Sorry, I'm rushing a bit. My battery is flashing that it's going to die. All of these were great mascaras. However, I really do prefer the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, and I'm not a CoverGirl mascara girl. Typically, I prefer Maybelline mascaras or L'Oreal, but this one for me just was a lot harder to go in there and really get every single one of my lashes. This did a lot more separating, and then I always use another mascara to volumize. So I found this a lot more efficient for separating my lashes than this one was. So just keep that in mind, but a lot of people did like this one, so you might want to give it a try, but those are just my thoughts on it. Alright guys, so that's it for my empties video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm starting to gather new empties as soon as I throw all these ones out, and hopefully I can do a new empties video for you guys in a few months. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video so that I know that you actually do enjoy it and you want to see more empties videos when I gather enough products. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I have all of my links below, my Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, as well as my blog. So go give me some love there if you want to be more in contact with me. I love to message you guys and talk to you guys. It's really, really great to get to know you on a more personal level. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!